It's 11 p.m. and these are the headlines. The President of the Republic congratulates the winners of the Huawei International Competition for Communications held in the Chinese city of Shenzhen. A heavy Algerian participation at the Paris Vivatech with 50 startups representing several sectors booming in the country. The Palestinian issue tops the proceedings of the 36th Conference of the Arab Interparliamentary Union being held in Algiers. Algérie and Algérie ferry companies are getting ready for the summer season with a set of measures to cope with the increasing demands of our nationals. Welcome back, everyone. First of all, the President of the Republic, Abdelmajid Tebboune, congratulated on Sunday the winners of the international competition organized by Huawei Telecommunications in Shenzhen in China. Very proud of our dear students from the universities of Bjaya, Sidi Bel Abbas, Oran, Algiers and Batna for winning the first place worldwide in one of the IT categories at the Huawei ICT competition organized in Shenzhen and the Award for Information and Communication Technologies, wrote the President on his personal account on social media. Congratulations to Algeria for this new generation of scientists who are paving the way for a flourishing future for our country. My most sincere greetings and thanks to you all. The President's congratulations came after the remarkable victory led by Algerian students at the Huawei ICT competition as they dominated this international information and communication technology contest. The three groups that participated snatched prizes. Two won the Grand Award in the network and cloud field and ranked first in the computer science field. Our students were also congratulated by the Minister of Higher Education and Scientific Research and by the company Huawei as well. Innovation. The Vivatech Fair in Paris wound up yesterday and was marked by the honorable Algerian participation. More than 50 startups represented the growing fabric of our country. Story by Afaf Boulouchat, commentary by Yasin Hamdi.
If you're a tech entrepreneur or passionate of digital evolution, this was the place to be. 165,000 people attended the Vivatech in Paris and 13,000 startups from 120 countries took part to this event. Algeria was the most represented African country.
Il y a au moins 62 entrepreneurs.
62 Algerian entrepreneurs took part to this event and we recorded more than 5,000 visitors in our stands. 60 to 70% of the entrepreneurs are from the diaspora.
D'essence et surtout représentation de 60 à 70% de la diaspora.
L'indicateur de gaz, humidité, température, l'engin réglage.
Hundreds of creative solutions were proposed with a lot of passion by our entrepreneurs to people interested in innovation. The ambassador of Algeria to France greeted our tech champions in the e-health sector.
We developed a solution that accelerates the medical care at the emergency services thanks to a checkup made by artificial intelligence. The creation of a startup ministry is an added value and the results are now noticeable.
Les lauréats, c'est des vainqueurs dans des thématiques en relation avec
The winners are from the AI sector. As you know, Algeria has a higher national school for artificial intelligence and we are proud of it.
L'intelligence artificielle et donc c'est une autre fierté.
Other entrepreneurs invested in robotics, which is a part of AI, such as this 100% Algerian-made firefighting robot.
We sent this firefighting robot to places difficult to access. Its battery can last 6 hours. It can extinguish fires at a distance of 180 meters horizontally and 45 meters vertically.
Our entrepreneurs managed to collect important funds. The 2024 Vivatech edition generated more than 400,000 business connections and was viewed by 6.5 million people online and 2 billion people on social media.
The Palestinian cause is at the heart of the proceedings of the Congress of the Arab Interparliamentary Union, which kicked off today in Algiers. This 36th Congress has been held at the invitation of the Speaker of the National People's Assembly and current Chairman of the Union, Brahim Boughali. Further details in this report compiled by Amal Baqba, taken up by Manal Mafa.
The participants called for activating joint parliamentary diplomacy among Arab parliaments in coordination with regional and international parliamentary organizations to back the Arab causes, particularly the Palestinian one. The Speaker of the National People's Assembly, Brahim Boughali, who is presiding over the current session, emphasized that Algeria will spare no effort in holding the international community accountable regarding the Palestinian issue. We welcome this historic decision of the UN General Assembly in favor of admitting Palestine as a full member of the UN, followed by the International Court of Justice's rule ordering the immediate cessation of the offensive. Algeria will continue to mobilize the necessary support to fully achieve this objective and to end the crimes committed against the Palestinian people. We are working to end this long-lasting impunity, and today all Arab parliaments must join this international movement. We must also consider new mechanisms to support the Palestinian cause and back all efforts leading to the creation of a Palestinian state. We call on all Palestinians to end their divisions and prioritize the national interest. The key role of Algeria in favor of the Palestinian cause and its active and influential presence in the international parliamentary fora was also highlighted. Algeria was among the first countries to demand the return of the Palestinian refugees. Algeria's role is pivotal in the Arab dynamism in quest of finding a settlement to the Palestinian crisis. It is highly important to put pressure on the UN for a full recognition of the Palestinian state. The 36th Congress of the Arab Interparliamentary Union, which comes to a close tomorrow, aims to strengthen the work of Arab parliaments in addressing the current challenges.
And tasked by the President of the Republic, the Minister of Foreign Affairs and the National Committee Ahmed Attaf arrived in the Belgian capital Brussels to participate in an Arab-European ministerial meeting on the Palestinian issue. Algeria is taking part in this meeting in its capacity as an Arab member of the Security Council and as part of its actions and efforts towards the Palestinian cause, in particular to put an end to the relentless Zionist aggression against Gaza and to make progress on the issue of Palestine's adhesion to the UN as a full member. The Minister of Energy and Mines, Mohamed Arqab, received the Minister of Economy and Finance of the Republic of Mozambique, Ernesto Max Tornella, who is visiting Algeria, heading a multi-sectoral delegation. The meeting constitutes an opportunity to examine cooperation prospects between Algeria and Mozambique and to implement cooperation projects in the energy field. And Algeria is celebrating the 61st anniversary of Africa's Day, held under the motto of Education Fit for the 21st Century. Against this backdrop, a ceremony was chaired by the Secretary-General of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, Ronas Magraman, and which was attended by members of the diplomatic corps accredited to Algeria. The ceremony was also an opportunity to recall Algeria's efforts aiming at promoting development in Africa, as several projects have been launched via the Algerian Agency for International Cooperation for Solidarity and Development. In other news, the extension of Algiers subway is in full progress. Several construction sections of the eastern side of the capital are nearing the final stage. A good news for the capital inhabitants indeed, as reported by Al-Jahtayar.
The new subway line linking Al Harraj station is nearing its final stage. The works are going on 7 days a week by the workers who spare no effort to deliver this project on time.
This project is being achieved by Algerian competences with wide experience in the new subway methods and techniques.
Accompanied by Consider engineers, the structural works at Al Hassan Badi station has been completed thanks to the expertise of the Algerian engineers supervising the full operation. And at Al Houari Boumediene University station in Bab Zouar, works are underway to restore the surface to its original status, while the structural works on the tunnels have been completed and only the finishing touches and the fittings remain before being fully operational.
For the tunnel, it's 100% complete. We have 9 stations to achieve. 5 are already over, while the remaining ones are in progress. We are about to complete this viaduct of 1.5 kilometers and nearly 20 meters of height, all with skilled Algerian workforce, using the latest technologies.
The passengers will soon be able to travel easily from the airport to Algiers, since this new subway extension is to be over by the end of December.
Algérie Ferry and Algérie companies are getting ready for the summer season with an ambitious program carefully worked out to meet the growing needs of our nationals established abroad, particularly in Europe. Special offers are also suggested to the benefit of our community. More details with both Afif Belouchat and Rania Bahri.
It was a great day for the employees of Algérie Ferry, who met their brand new agency after the rehabilitation works in the second district of Paris. The idea is to offer customers reception areas with quality of service worthy of the highest standards in the field, while the national company has redoubled its efforts in terms of the numbers of lines and transport capacities ahead of the summer season from the north of Mediterranean lines spread out over 3 departure points. France, with 182 trips and transport capacity of 273,000 passengers and 80,000 cars. Spain, with 125 trips and transport capacity of 222 passengers and 55,000 cars. Finally, Italy, with 16 trips and a transport capacity of 21,000 passengers. Another novelty allowing passengers to avoid the hassle of traveling to agencies is the launch of an online application destined for booking. Being at the service of customers is also the spirit that prevails in the new strategy launched by the national airlines company. Algérie CEO traveled to Paris to meet the staff, the commercial and operating partners, as well as the company's main partners. Mobilize and put in a working order for all interested parties in order to ensure the success of the summer period, which promises to be even more interesting than the previous years, especially that it coincides with the holding of the Olympic Games here in Paris. I want also to explain to our partners that the contractual commitments previously made with the company should be respected and the quality could not be affected by this sporting event. And finally, 30 efficient travel agencies were congratulated by the CEO of Air Algérie, calling on them to redouble their efforts for quality service worthy to the company's commitment in order to ensure best travel conditions for its customers.
Even at the national level, preparations for the summer season are underway. A case in point, Mostagana province, which has been investing heavily in the tourism sector, given its immense potential in the field. The latest preparations with Rania Bahri once again.
Over more than 1 kilometer, the development and rehabilitation works on the Salamandre Mostaganem seafront are progressing with a speedy pace. Among the works undertaken, the extension of the sidewalks and the installation of stairs for pedestrians, aiming to offer a better and more functional space to visitors.
There was a sort of concrete barrier before, and this prevented us from enjoying the sea view, which has become more attractive now.
Thanks to the new stairs, we have direct access to the beach. We widened the previously narrow sidewalks and improved street lighting by installing new street bulbs. We have also opened 2 beaches for swimming.
Around 50 palm trees were planted along the seafront. We mobilized 25 machines to complete the works and hand over the project before the start of the summer season.
The works concern several dynamic points in summer: the Cliff of the Rocks, the fisheries and pleasure ports of Salamandre, and the Mazagran beach, among other new developments which aim to make the city even more fascinating, with the aim of attracting greater number of visitors.
Thanks to this rehabilitation works, our city will be more beautiful and welcoming. It will attract many more tourists.
Several summer beaches in Mostaganem province also benefited from development projects. 40 new beaches will be operational next June to reach the total number of 59 beaches authorized for swimming. Thus, the Pearl of the Mediterranean is welcoming its visitors and holiday makers with open arms and new facilities.
And on Sunday, the Grand Mosque of Paris received the parents of children who will be visiting Algeria this summer. Director Shamsuddin Hafiz discussed and revealed all the necessary information concerning the means deployed so that their kids will spend an unforgettable summer. No less than 2,000 kids aged between 10 and 14 years will visit their homeland, an important opportunity indeed to discover Algeria's culture and rich patrimony. And the breaking news of tonight is the latest heinous massacre committed by the Zionist entity targeting a tent camp for displaced civilians in the northwest region of Rafah in southern Gaza. This attack has caused the death of at least 45 Palestinians as fires have spread all over the tents, burning alive civilians sheltering in the so-called safe zones. This exclusive footage was shot by our correspondent there, Wissam Abu Zaid. Still in Palestine and Gaza precisely, always the scene of relentless bombings as attacks continue on Rafah, despite the International Court of Justice ordering the Zionist entity to halt its assault. Dozens of Palestinians lost their lives following these recent strikes, and the death toll reached 35,800, with no less than 80,000 injured. Min al-Ma'fa reports.
Despite the injunction of the International Court of Justice to stop the Zionist aggression against Rafah, the Zionist entity has intensified its ferocity. Today, airstrikes and artillery again targeted the northern and central regions of the Palestinian enclave, as well as Rafah, from where hundreds of thousands have fled. Clashes between the Zionist army and the Palestinian resistance movement also broke out. The Zionist occupying army claimed to have struck over 50 targets over the past 24 hours, resulting in at least 81 deaths, bringing the death toll to nearly 36,000 since the start of the Zionist aggression. In response to the relentless occupation army and its daily horrific massacres, the Palestinian resistance movement Hamas remains steadfast to fight and liberate the occupied territories. The spokesperson of Kataib al-Qassam stated that they had captured Zionist soldiers during an ambush on Saturday in the Jabalia camp in the Gaza Strip. The increase in Zionist attacks in Gaza, especially in Rafah, have forced about 800,000 people to flee the city, according to the UN, which warns of a catastrophic humanitarian situation throughout the territory with the risk of famine, while many hospitals are out of service. This hampers humanitarian operations crucial to the survival of the entire population of the territory. The Gazan population, who are already exhausted, malnourished, and suffering from countless traumas, are now facing an even greater risk of being killed, injured, or displaced in the ruins of their own cities.
And that was it for today's news. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you soon.